Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how to use the ball machine now. Second video of our ball machine installment. So here's the ball machine. Usually it's kept over there by the water cooler where that little orange cone is, if you can see there. Yeah, so usually it's kept there, but for time's sake, I went ahead and sped up the process a little bit. First thing you need to do is lay down this tarp here that you see so that these little fuzz monsters here don't get all on our court. Because then, you know, you'd probably roll an ankle or something and be on crutches. After that, you need to plug it in. Well, you roll it on the tarp, obviously. And then you need to plug it in. There are two locations, depending on the court that you're on, that we would recommend. Is right behind court 7 and right behind court 8. On those center pillars right behind the sign, there is an outlet that I can show you, actually. Right there on the wall. So just plug it into that bad boy and you're all set. Okay, after that, don't trip on the cord. The on button is here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. So if it starts shooting out balls right away, what you'll want to do is you'll want to put it on remote. So I don't know where the remote is, but this thing is waiting for some remote command, apparently. And since we don't have a remote, it does a really good job of stopping it, but it lets you adjust it. Okay, so let's talk about the top here. Our dials. There are 7 of these little spin dials. They basically are the direction of the ball. So 1, if you have it in the center of the court, like so. A 1 will put the ball into the doubles alley on the forehand side for right-hand backhand, and then etc. all the way through to 7. So right here we have it on a sequence. So this is the order that it's going to go in. I've got it 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So it's going to go from the most cross-court backhand, and it's going to slowly turn to, forehand, and then it's going to slowly turn to backhand. Okay. So after that, height. This is going to adjust the height that the ball leaves the machine. Very simple. Speed 4. This is a pretty healthy speed here, I think. These settings are pretty healthy if you want to just kind of do your thing here. Spin, obviously, top spin, back spin, that would be slice. Feed rate. This is also a healthy rate, I feel, somewhere between 3 and 4 if you're trying to move a little bit. If you're working on something, maybe you want a little slower. Working on volleys, maybe you want it up to 5 or 6. Remote bypass, again, that is when you flip that on, when you bypass the remote, it's going to start shooting like so. So you can see the first ball was a 2, now it should do a 3. Yep, now it should do a 4, which is the middle of the court, and then it should do a 5. Okay, so that's on the series. And if I wanted it to do a 6, I simply put in, I click this little bad boy to 6. So it just did 4. Now it's going to do 5. And now it should do 6, which is a cross-court backhand. Yes, and now it's going to start over. Now, say you want it random, but you want it in that full range. That's what our last little switch is for. We're going to go random direction. So now it's going to do anything that we have in our range, but it's going to randomize it. So it just did 2 twice in a row. It did 2 3 times in a row. And now it did 6, right? So if you want a good healthy run, it's going to do that. But this is never going to put in 1. It'll never shoot a 1 because it's randomizing within the range that we gave it to. Okay, so that's how you use the ball machine. Make these little adjustments here if you want. A little extra height. All right. A little more speed. Get that back there. We can do a high. We can do a high ball if we want to. We can do loads of spin. Yeah, and that sucker bounces back. Alright, so that's how to use the ball machine.